Hi viewers, welcome to our channel Learn Through Aspire. We are going to discuss about how to write an standard operating procedure. We shortly call it as SOP. First, let us see what is an SOP. SOP covers the list of activities or step-by-step activities which needs to be performed per a particular process. It is a crucial to each and every organization because if one person or any new person needs to complete a task, they can refer or they can consult a single SOP or a group of related SOPs to determine what steps are need to be performed to complete a process perfectly. SOP will help us to fulfilling the requirements such as regulatory policies, internal standards and or industry best practices. It also helps to map the applicable policies, standards and practices to an explicit step-by-step set of actions needs to be performed for a particular process. It also helps us to defining the goals that the process will accomplish and breaking these into individual steps to achieve the goal. It also helps us to assigning the roles responsible for carrying out each steps. You all think why we need to have an SOP and when it needs to be determined or when it needs to be right. If you see, each and every organization have a set of policies, procedures, goals, missions, visions, etc. This SOP, the standard operating procedures, takes the organizational policies, goals, missions, visions and all turns them into actions. It also gives the tangible and real world guidelines to help out and put appropriate policy into a place. In addition to it, it also helps to provide a consistency in how the tasks are executed throughout an organization. We are going to discuss about what are the process of writing and perfect SOP. There are few things that you should consider always while we are starting to write an SOP. The first and foremost thing is the SOP is easy to understand and easy to read and easy to use. If not, it won't be utilized by any of the peoples who are working in an organization or it may be a particular processes. It should not be, it won't be effective. And also we want to make sure the SOP is actionable. Your audiences should know exactly what are the actions needs to be taken to meet the specific task or specific goal or a specific process. Make your SOP a specific and measurable. This will ensure that you can evaluate the effectiveness of the whole process while adjusting as necessary. Happy to inform you, we are providing some kind of online training courses. The certified online courses also we are providing. The course timing and fee structures are given in our brochure. You can see those things into our description box. We already discussed what are the steps needs to be carried out and what are the steps needs to be followed to write an perfect SOP. Other than that, we are having a three principle of writing an perfect SOP. The first and foremost thing is keep the end objective in your mind. While we are determining a process, while we are determining a SOP for a process, particular process, we should always keep the end objective in your mind. The second step is balance the depth and usability of the SOP. Based on the first two principles, we have to draft an SOP. This is the third principle of writing an SOP. There are 7 steps for creating a most effective SOP. The first and foremost thing is we should focus on the processes instead of tools. while we are creating a SOP, we always think what are the processes or what are the activities needs to be followed instead of the tools what we are going to use for creating an SOP. The second thing is it should be very concise. And the third thing is write for your audience. Whenever and wherever we are creating a presentation or where we are creating a SOP, we need to consider the audiences, whether they can able to understand the determined SOP, determined presentation or determined designed presentation that needs to be considered while we are creating an SOP. The fourth thing is it should be clearly defined the roles and steps needs to be followed for a particular process. And the fifth one is seek for input from the relevant team members as well as the stakeholders. Because if you are going to create a SOP for a particular processes, some of the members are doing the process on regular basis. We need to consult with them. We need to take input from them because they are the most familiar persons for the particular processes. Then you have to test your SOP. For considering the first 5 steps, you are drafting your SOP, then we need to give the SOP to third persons whether they can understand the SOP what we have written or that kind of check we need to have. The seventh step is we should have a regular review methodology. Hope you all have a little bit idea about how to create an SOP after seeing this video. Thank you for watching our channel. Have a nice day.